You got to stand up strong against the adversary. And in 1 Corinthians 16:9, listen to this scripture. That's 1 Corinthians 16:9. For a wide door of opportunity for effectual service has opened to me. There's a great and promising one. And there are many adversaries. The adversary want to try to block your door, block your opportunity. He want to try to stop what God is about to release unto you. He want to bring all type chaos and problems and fights and try to lock the door that God is trying to open up for you. But we're going to stand strong against the adversary, and we're not trying to hear it. And we will not be moved. We will not be silent. We're going to keep moving forward. We're going to keep praising God. We're going to keep worshiping God. And the adversary will not allow us to back up, to give in. No, we're going to keep going, keep striving, keep moving, and keep expecting. See, it's true that whenever you do anything for God, the adversary will oppose you. The adversary will attack you. The adversary will bother you anytime you're doing something for God. God done gave some of you assignments, and when you started doing the assignment, you came up under your biggest attack. Your money went low. Cars start breaking down, lost your job. People that once loved you start attacking you. People that's supposed to be your friend and connected to you start attacking you. Right when you was doing what God told you to do. Right when you started submitting, that's when all hell broke loose. Who am I talking to today? But you must remember that greater is he who is in you than he who is in the world. That's 1 John 4:4. Greater is in you than he who is in the world. You got greater in you. You know the adversary is going to try to attack because you're doing the right thing. You know the adversary is going to try to attack because you said yes. When you say yes to God, it irritates the enemy. When you say I will to God and you start walking in it and doing it, that's when you will start seeing the adversary acting up. But you got to stand strong against the adversary and say, if this is what God is telling me to do, this is where God is leading me. If I'm doing the will of God, I'm going to stand strong against the adversary because there's greater in me. And I told you last night that we got dominion and we got power over that adversary. So we're not going to allow him to stop us. You should not have to spend your life struggling against the devil. Yeah, you should not have to live your life struggling against the devil in order to serve God. My God. In order to complete your assignment. In order to do your complete your destiny and your purpose. You should not have to spend your life struggling with this old adversary, this old demon, this old devil in order to serve God. But instead of wearing yourself out, trying to fight spiritual enemies, because some of us are in a fight right now with some spiritual enemies and you've been getting wore out. You're tired. You feel down. You got migraines because you've been fighting with these enemies. You've been in a spiritual battle and now you're drained. Now you just feel like you're exhausted and this is too much. I don't know how much more I can handle. And it's wearing you out because you're fighting against principalities, rulers of darkness. But you need to learn to stand strong in the authority given to you by God. You got to stand strong in the authority that God has given you. Oh yeah, I told you this part 2 from last night. God has given you dominion, I told you last night. Power. But you can't show a sign of weakness. You need to stand strong right in the middle of it. Stop showing signs of weakness, fear, and stand up to the enemy and let them know I'm not going to be wore out.